Hello my people, welcome back to J6 Flips. We're back at the J6 Flips mothership, looking to get organized in here. We have a lot of things that I wouldn't pick up now if I were to go to sourcing, and we're gonna kind of get rid of those things. So hopefully we can find another way to sell them, or at least recoup our dollars. If not, we'll figure out what to do with them. But let's get in here and get stuff done. Okay, so I'm not sure I'm going to handle this whole thing. It is a pretty large task to go through everything I've bought in here. But the first thing I'm going to do just to get the ball rolling and kind of build some momentum is to grab these boppy pillow things. I bought 2 of these at the Goodwill bins. They're big. They're really not worth it. A lot of people don't like to buy used baby stuff, so I'm just going to end up donating those. I don't know anyone who needs them, and they take up a lot of space, and they're really just kind of it's a burden now. So they're going to be the first thing gone. That way it starts the momentum of let's just get things out of here. So alright, so already one big bag gone. There's an older hat that I got donated that I'm not going to be selling. It just wasn't worth it. This little Kings thing came in a set. I sold the rest of the set already, parted out. And this has been sitting around, not even in a spot, just kind of floating on everything. So getting rid of those, both the boppies and these Shohei Ohtani stadium giveaway pillows. A lot of them. There's a couple that sold really well, but there's also a lot listed. Rather than waiting to undercut someone and having to package those out, I'm just going to get rid of them. Those are other Goodwill bins, so together in this, the whole bag I probably paid 10. So I'm out 10 bucks, but I don't mind it. I get the peace of mind that I got the space back. That is a lot of space, obviously, and I'm glad to be able to fill it up with more profitable items. 2 more items from that back corner. Just some miscellaneous. Like this is a VCR that I thought would do well, but they're kind of just one of those, like those obscure, yes it did sell, but not a lot of them sell. So it was a Hitachi VCR thing, and then there's this thing that's was kind of broken that I fixed, and then it's just been sitting around. So rather than wait around for that thing to go, I'm just gonna clear the space. I mean, sometimes you buy it and it's so big and so heavy that it's just in the way, and it's more of a hassle than it is that would even be worth the profit afterwards. So I'm gonna get rid of those as well. Making progress. One more thing that was full in there was this bag. I called it 8 heads in a duffel bag because there's just a bunch of plush in there. Bunch of Build-A-Bears, very good condition still. This one's like a 2019 National Teddy Bear. This is a brown one. I don't know if that one's special. I'll probably keep this one just because it's a Batman one. And I have a couple of My Little Ponies that I lotted up together. I'll just drop the price and hopefully get rid of those sooner than later. But for the most part, I'm just going to get rid of these dime a dozen blank teddy bears. So there's no costumes on them or anything. So again, more Goodwill bins finds. I saw a lot of people picking up plush, and just not worth it for me, and space-wise, not into it anymore. So out with the old, and hopefully in with the new soon. Already looking significantly better behind me. This whole wall was full of stuff, mostly plush stuff. So I'm making my way from the back wall to the front just to kind of get that flow of everything going out. There's still a pool back here. There's a steamer that is on the fence, and there's an Easter egg thing that, you can't really see it there, but an Easter egg set that I think will eventually sell. Maybe I need to drop the price this Easter, but I do want to get that out of here as well as soon as possible, because it is a big box, but it is really cool too, so can't really get rid of that. And the rest of this is actually just stuff that my wife and I have stored. So far so good. We've already knocked out that whole corner there, and now we're going to get to this bookshelf where I have miscellaneous toys, books. I think there's even some DVD sets there, so we're going to look through that and make sure, because eventually this shelf back here, the little flimsy gray shelf in the corner there, is going to be gone. But for now, I'm not organizing everything yet. Right now I'm just getting rid of stuff, and then I'll reorganize everything when I get new shelves. So hopefully the walls will look more like this in this corner, where there's a lot of potential to, you know, be building up rather than just stacking stuff on top of each other. Okay, so lots of progress. Obviously I've created another wall over there, but that's way more organized than it was before. I've organized my boxes so they're less hectic. The whole shelf is now fine in position there until it's gone. Took some stuff out of here and put some plush in there. This is gone. Then these bags are gone. This is going to go back in along with my double-seated chair. Surprised that hasn't sold yet. It's really cool. Hopefully by the summertime that goes, but that was a pickup, garage sale pickup. But I actually sold something while I was here, so I have to leave now, kind of in a rush, to go sell a vacuum that I've had for a while. I had it on Facebook Marketplace. That one up there in the corner of the yellow box is a wet vac that I picked up for free off the street during the pandemic. Someone had gotten rid of a bunch of stuff. They were actually still putting out stuff when I was there, and they were like, oh yeah, that still works and everything's good, we just don't need it anymore. So $0 cost of goods. I had it listed for 40 bucks for a while, and this guy offered 25, so I'm gonna go drop it off to him, get that cash, and be productive the rest of the day too. Got a lot of video editing to do, so I'm gonna go do that. But for now, I just got to throw this stuff back in there and get back to this for another day. Alright folks, it's now Tuesday, which means it's day 2 of the great clear out of 2023. Luckily I charged this light and we got full light again. Here's a good look at just what we have going. Obviously we cleaned up that shelf yesterday. We got rid of some space behind there in that corner. There's actually a huge space for a bigger box or a couple little boxes. Today we're going to attack this middle section here. So I'm going to go into here, look at bin B and bin A, which I labeled these guys. These gray boxes are my 2 first bins that I had when I was storing stuff. So a lot of earlier picks are still in there. I've also kind of sprinkled in new stuff, but we need to go through there and look through there and make sure that those are flippable items, and if not, they gotta go. Okay, so bin B, we have this Cake by Petunia. It's like a baby bag. Very old school looking, got like the felt feel on there, so that's a cool little pickup. That's definitely gonna stay. This is one guy I'm getting rid of. It's been 2 Christmases now, still here, so he's got to go. Plus his foot's ripped here that I just noticed, so that's and it's like weighted, so it's gonna be heavier to ship. So as far as plush goes, he's gone. This is a giant puppet. I've had a lot of interest in this. No one's picked him up yet, but it's like a huge hand sock puppet or whatever. I don't want to get rid of him just because I've had him so long. It's almost like that point of no return. Okay, so the camera keeps dying on me here, but I'm going to try to get this over quickly. 2 big Goodwill bags gone. I think as a combined $20 I've invested in those items there. It doesn't cost me a bunch to get rid of them. It actually buys me a lot of space, which is worth more than just those goods. So already a lot of progress. Alright folks, sorry for the technical difficulties. And by technical difficulties, I mean my battery died. It said 30%, didn't have that. So let me just give you an update on what changed in here. I was able to clear out, all of these shelves were full to the point where I couldn't add anything. So I was able to clear out that space in there. I cleared out that space there, there. I have another box here that still has some space. This shelf filled itself up, of course, but this is new stuff I just sourced. More space in there. And I still have to go through those little bins over there. I know some of the hard goods in there aren't really things I could find. And I can fill in that space over there. That's actually my camping stove that may or may not work, so we can clear that space out and make use of that. And of course, up here is not as loaded as obviously that side or that side, so there's obviously some space in there as well. So good thing is we're making a lot of progress. We cleared out a lot of stuff, and what I realized with the clothes is I found the first clothes item I even grabbed was an item I posted 3 photos of. It's a men's jacket, but I had it in the women's category, so I'm going to have to revisit these earlier listings of mine because I didn't really know what I was doing. I would use other listings, but I wouldn't change specific information. So the reason a lot of these things weren't selling is probably because I didn't list them right. So the good thing is I can swing back around. For the things that I do still think will flip, I will relist them as if it's fresh inventory that I just grabbed. Obviously, 0 new cost of goods. It would just be like what I paid initially. So hoping I could turn some older listings that weren't listed correctly into profits again. So the good thing is we made a lot of progress, and it's looking good. For now, that's going to be pretty much what we do with this. Just a couple quick sold items here. Let me put you down there. This is a Lululemon coat for men. I didn't have a size on there, but I measured it out, made sure that the dimensions were in there for the people to know, and I was able to sell this, I think, 60 bucks plus shipping. And these very cool Nikes just sold. I think I paid 30 bucks for these at a Goodwill. It was up, and I thought I'd be able to get, I think I had them listed at $120 for a long time. Got a lot of lowball offers in the $30 and $40 range. but I was able to eventually get 70, and I took that offer and ran with it. So 70 plus shipping, so I easily doubled my money, and now I got these out of the way as well. I've been trying to get rid of shoes, so I've been taking a lot of offers on those, and hopefully a lot of the other ones will move as well. Once I get everything fully organized, I'll be able to figure out a better system for shoes. Right now I have them in a little rack, mattress bags, bins, so it's not really optimal. I need to get like some shelves where I can really lay them out and really see them. But for now, these got a nice little sale. Hopefully you guys got something useful out of this. I know the organization part of things aren't usually as exciting as finding flips, but it's equally as important, if not more important, to make sure your storage or your inventory is organized and optimal for you to make sure you're making money. So let's get out of here. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate you.